coaching agents for many, many years, but specifically you've been offering your Evolve coaching program for 4 or 5 years now. And I know you have had some phenomenal successes within that program, not just from the money point of view of agents improving their income, but in terms of really life-changing evolutions that have happened with agents. Share a little bit with us, if you would, about what is Evolve? Why is it so transformational? And why would an agent even want to think about something like that?
Well, Evolve is a program that I have been teaching for many years, and Evolve is not just a rah-rah motivational, let's all get excited and go out and generate leads kind of program. It is a program where an agent truly commits to transforming their business and their life, because most of the time, by the time an agent comes to me, they usually are in financial ruin. They're usually desperate. They usually have tried every other program out there. And the problem I have with the word program is that when you deliver a program, you're delivering something that you've created that you think is going to work for everyone. You deliver it to that person and you hope it's going to work for them. But it's really more that person's fit and not necessarily the agent's fit. So my philosophy is quite different. I actually believe that every agent is unique. Every agent is different. Every agent does things a certain way. Every agent has a different personality, a different style, a different rhythm of how they work, different quirks, different weaknesses. So I believe that everybody needs to be treated a little bit different. And while I do believe that agents need lead generation, agents need to be aware of social media, I do believe they need client care and they need to know how to present, I think that everybody can do it their way because their way fits better for them, and therefore they're going to do it longer. So Evolve is really has been a very special program to me because it changes lives. It's not just about let's get out there and make more money. It is, yes, let's get out there and make more money because that's going to help our life, but also is there something also in my life that is impeding my real estate business or vice versa? And my approach is entirely about being custom for that agent and having it fit for them, because if I just deliver a program, there's a pretty good chance that program is not going to work, because half of the people that come to me have already done some form of a program. And if it worked, they wouldn't be in front of me. So everything I do in Evolve is about really having them finding out who they are, what works for them, what doesn't work for them, and also to get them to stop fighting what they don't want to do. If you don't want to do lead generation a certain way, if you don't want to get on the phone and call people, and you know that makes you sick to your stomach, you're not going to do it. You may do it while you're in a program and you've got the support of that program leader or perhaps the group, but once you leave that group, you're not going to do it anymore. So Evolve is really about finding your fit, making it work for you, and transforming your business.
And that's obviously something, as you said, that's completely off the radar for most people when they're in a program, because there is a set curriculum and you do it this way, and you know, you've got a list of tasks usually that you complete, and then you are doing the right thing each month because you're going down the checklist. But how in the world do you have a program that's custom for every agent, but all bundles under the same umbrella of Evolve? I guess that's one of the things that we hear often from our agents.
Sure. Well, that's a great question. So, for example, everybody needs to learn how to present well. So what we will do in Evolve is we will create presentation scenarios. And then as each person goes through those presentation scenarios, what we will do is we will help them make that presentation work for them. So even though we might all be working on presentation, everyone's going to do it a little bit differently. We may be talking about, let's say we're talking about lead generation. Yes, everybody needs a lead generation system, but we allow each person to choose the one that's right for them. We work with them on their lead generation. It isn't this month is lead generation month and we all need to be out doing open houses. There are actually some agents that should never ever walk into an open house. They don't have the stomach for it. They don't have the personality for it. They don't have the style for it. They don't want to be there. They've got no passion for it. Do you really think somebody that feels that way is going to really attract clients at an open house? I don't think that it does. In fact, I know it doesn't. The other thing is that we may all be on the same path, but everybody's taking their own route. Everyone's doing it their own way. And then at the end of Evolve, everybody ends up in a different place. They've all gone through the journey together, but they've made that journey their own. And that's why Evolve works. And Evolve has had some very incredible results financially and personally. You know, when people learn how to deal with conflict, that changes not just their business life, it also changes their personal life. So we teach people what conflict is. We teach people how to deal with it. I deal with people in Evolve that are scared to death of conflict. I deal with people in Evolve that are afraid to say no. We have to teach them how to do that. But everybody has to learn how to handle conflict their way, because each person comes from a different place. So you might have somebody coming from conflict in a way where they just deal with it like a bulldozer and they're too strong. You may have someone else dealing with it where they just run away. Well, when everybody can watch how everybody else deals with it, they start to learn from one another. So the beauty of Evolve is it's this learning environment where people are learning from each other. They're watching what's working, what's not working, and then they get to choose and decide what is best for them.
It is a fascinating program, and you and I could talk all day long about Evolve probably, but I think probably what makes sense is to invite people who want to learn more about Evolve to one of our upcoming calls, and we can spend more time on the phone then going over and answering people's questions about the program. How does it really work? Really, what would I get out of it? What do we put into it? And I think that might be a great venue for doing a little bit further discussion.
You bet. And I would love to invite people to do that. I think that it's really important also that people have their questions answered. I'm all about making sure that every person has their questions answered. If somebody also is going to be in Evolve, we don't just accept every person into Evolve, because you have to have the right mindset. You really have to be ready to make a change. You don't just have to be ready to put down your credit card, sign up for a program, and then not fully participate. I want people in the group that need us, that really want to work with us, but I also think it's important that people have all their questions answered, and we are going to have some upcoming calls where they can do just that.
Great. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk about that a little bit, and we'll share with our viewers when those upcoming calls will be.
Fantastic.